Hi, this is Eddie Hearn, and you're watching Lights Out.
This is FAISAL Khan for Lights Out. With me via Zoom. Delighted to be joined by one of the oldest faces that I've been interviewing since I started Lights Out. And a guy that I've not been interviewing for quite a while because we haven't spoken to each other for quite a while because ever since he's jumped to Northampton, he's forgotten about me.
Nah, don't try that. I'll always message you, see how you are and that.
You do. I'm only messing. Delighted to be joined by Mini Mike Stephenson. Mike, as the kids say these days, it's been a minute. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Just staying safe and just going through this whole COVID thing. Just training, coming home, just trying to stay safe, really. That's all I'm trying to do.
People have changed during lockdown. Like, they just look different. Why do you look exactly the same?
I don't know. It's been doing the same stuff, really. But, like, physically, I might look the same. But mentally, I've changed a lot during this lockdown. So that's the main thing that I'm happy with.
Yeah, no, rightfully so. I think a lot of people have changed since the lockdown first come into play. Talk to me. You switched from Shamrock over to Northampton. I know you're living up there. What was the reason behind that?
Nah, the reason why is just I just thought I want to train with people that are more experienced than me. So we've got a good stable of fighters. So we've got Matchfield fighters, we've got Frank Warren fighters, we've got a few MTK fighters. And I thought, you know what? I need to get out of my comfort zone. I've been training there for 3 years. I've had an excellent time there. I just a different change. Like, I mean, I'm not getting younger. So I thought, you know what? If I want to push for it and know what I can do, I have to change. And that's what I've done. And I think it was the best choice that I ever done, to be fair, in my boxing career, to be fair.
You say that you were very comfortable down at the Shamrock gym. You think that was obviously making you complacent in your training, and in terms of preparing for potential up-and-coming fights?
Yeah, so literally it was just, when I was complacent, because like I said, my trainers were pushing me hard, but it was more fact like we're a family and it was getting a bit personal. So it was more, okay, I'm going to see Uncle Merv, who's going to let me chill this training session where he's still onto me, but I just had to change my whole persona of training. Like now, like I said, I'm getting to the later part of my stages of my career and I have to just push. So that was one of the reasons why. And obviously, as you know, I work full time still. So after I work, I go straight to training. So I finish early, I get better rest. So that was most of the reason for it, to be fair.
In terms of management, are you still going to be managed by Merv, or has there been a new manager that's been brought in?
Oh, so literally I'm still in discussions now. So like I said, I'm still in discussions with Merv. I haven't officially signed nothing yet, but still in discussions with Merv. Going to see what he can produce for me and see what he can offer, because like I said, I know Merv will have my back 24/7, not just in the boxing ring, but like outside the boxing ring as well. His best interest is me. So like I said, I know he's done it. He's been to the top level before. He's trained world champions. He's promoted world champions. So for me, I know that he's there for my best interest and progress my career, not his career, because he's done it, if you know what I'm trying to say.
There's been a few fights that you've been interested in. You commenting on some of our posts.
Yeah.
Also seen a few tweets. You sound hungrier than ever, and there's a fight in particular that you really want. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, that fucking donut, isn't it? To be fair, but yeah, that Idris Virgo, that Love Island Wasteman, literally. I'm all about respect in boxing. Like, I'm a fighting man, so I've always been brought up. You fight, show at the end of a fight, you show respect, shake their hands. That's what you do. But he's just arrogant. He thinks he's something that he's not. And like I said, his last 3 opponents have been all journeymen with zero, like their record, like 0 wins. And he's in his interviews calling out all middleweights, super middleweights. Yeah, I'll fight anyone. I was like, cool, let's fight. So I messaged him like, congratulations, you win. Let's fight. Let's fight. Like, I'll fight you for free, literally. Like, my purse, I'll give you it, no matter what. Like, I just want to fight. And he's just not having it. He's not having it at all. But like I said, he's just doing it for the clout. I saw yesterday he's sending for Tommy Fury and Jack Fincham. I was like, oh God, here we go. He just doesn't want it. But especially I want that fight. But we offered him a few offers and he declined them. So we move on and we just look for our next opponent. That's what we do.
Is it a case of the fact that you've been worked up, not only because you feel as if you could be him, but by some of his antics that he did in his last fight, i.e. throwing water on his opponent during the press conference and some of the things that he may have said in previous interviews?
It's not even... It's just more the fact that the disrespect and how he's coming out. He's thinking he's Floyd Mayweather. He's thinking he's Floyd Mayweather when he's not. And especially if you're calling out all middleweights and super middleweights, you've got to back it up. You've got to back it up. And the thing is, he's not backing it up. I know he's fighting in December. We tried to get that fight. Probably fight another journeyman. But he's just a waste, man. Literally just a waste, man.
When the offers were made to Idris Virgo, what was the reason as to why he turned them down?
Because I'm not on his level. Or I don't sound too confident. And I was like, what do you mean I don't sound too confident? I was like, listen, if I beat you, you can have your purse and I'll keep my purse. If you beat me, you can have my purse and I'll have nothing. And he was like, you don't sound confident, mate. I was like, what? And I thought, you're a donut. Like, come off it. You're just... Then he starts... Who did he start sending for? Then John Doherty, he starts sending for him, saying that he'll smash his head in. But then when Jack Cullen beat him, he started... you'll never ever praise of someone's loss, if you know what I mean. Like, come off it. You never praise of someone's loss. And he was buzzing that John lost. And then I was speaking to John about it as well. And he was like, don't worry, his time's coming. But like I said, his time's coming. There's only a certain amount of times you can fight a journeyman until that next step up. What is he, 7-0, 8-0? Well, he's got 1-2 more fights. Then he's got to push on.
There's other fights as well that you've thrown your name into the hat. Jarko. I know you was also...
Yeah, see that one.
I know you was also looking at the Camden caretaker, Robbie Chapman, who's, in there as well. There's fighting, unfortunately, he's considered himself as a journeyman, but he's more than capable of giving a good showing for himself, as we've seen in previous fights. What is likely next for you? Because obviously you've got to look at COVID. You've not fought in a while. Small hall shows are not going to be going ahead for some time. What are you waiting on for next? What is exactly stopping you?
It's more, at the moment, just getting that right fight. Realistically, the only people that are fighting now, if you're signed to BT, Sky or Channel 5 or MTK. So realistically, because I'm not signed to none of them, and I want to fight, I have to fight one of those people who signed to them. And if that's someone like any of them, Robbie Chapman or someone like that, like there's a few weeks ago that I saw Marcus Morrison tweeting about Denzel. And I was like, nah, Marcus, like, Denzel, do you want a quick, easy, voluntary defense? I was like, no, it's not just like that, Marcus, me and you fight and the winner gets Denzel. We got to earn our stripes. Just like, I just want to be in big fights now. Like, I know I can do it. So, and I'm a realistic guy. I know levels, if you know what I mean. And I know that the guys that are in contention I'm with, I know I can beat. So I've got to do it now. Like I said, I've had the experience now, so it's got to push up now for the levels.
If that fight with Idris Virgo was to happen, let's say on Channel 5, which credit where it's due to Mick Hennessy and them lot down
Yeah.
there as well. They're smashing it as well. Put on some good shows lately. What happens if you get Idris Virgo in the ring?
He knows what's going to happen. Everyone knows what's going to happen. That's why you don't want it. If you're that confident of beating someone, I'm not this is my first interview. I'm not actually arrogant, or I don't say I want to smash up this person, but there's levels in boxing. And when you are disrespecting the sport that people die for and disrespecting people like that, it can't be tolerated. So, but good on Idris. Like I said, like now we're talking about him. He's going to love it because we're all talking about him, which is going to just annoy me. But like I said, people know who he is now. That's, I think, is he doing it for that? That's what I think. But like I said, he gets talked about the most now. People know who he is. His following's gone big. So well done for him on that part. But when he wants to fight properly, we'll see. We'll see.
Interesting times ahead of you, Michael.
Yeah.
Whenever we've done an interview, we've always spoken about the elite fights at 160, 168. Me and you always, when I was down Shamrock, always like to have a bit of a discussion. We always talked a lot about Canelo, and obviously we know December 19th, he takes on Callum Smith.
Yeah.
Highly about before. Let's give us some predictions for December 19th. Not prediction, but is Callum Smith the man to beat Canelo come December 19th?
No. He gets stopped. Exactly how Rocky Fielding got stopped. Canelo gets stopped like that. Callum Smith gets stopped. I think he struggles to make the weight now. He's too big for that weight. He's inactive. When was his last fight? I think his last fight when he fought... was it Madison Square Garden?
No. Last December against John Ryder.
Yeah. And look what happened there, actually. John Ryder won that fight. And his stature is the same as Canelo. Small, stocky. And Canelo, he'll just push Callum Smith back. And he'll just break him down and just stop him. 8th, 9th round.
You said the weight is too much for him. Do you see Callum Smith perhaps at light heavyweight?
Yeah, like I said, I saw him in a picture of Joshua. He looked like a heavyweight. I was like, I don't know how he gets down, but he does a good job for it. But yeah, I think he needs to push up to light heavy. But it's hard. Once you've won everything, has he got the motivation? Is it just a paycheck for him so he retires? His health's in check. It's hard what's in his mind. Does he generally think he can beat Canelo? That's the question. Do you think he can beat Canelo?
He's a Brit, and I want the Brits to do well. But
obviously,
Canelo's.
We're realistic people.
Listen, he's undefeated. He's proven. Who knows? It's a great fight, though. It's a great fight.
It's a great fight, but I would have preferred Billy Joe versus Canelo. I think Billy Joe style's so hard for Canelo.
Well, let's wait and see what happens December the 19th, because it definitely opens doors for more bigger fights. There's Benavidez, Caleb Plant, there's Billy Joe, of course, and then if you want to go a bit further down, you got the likes of Golovkin, you got the chop. That 160, it's massive. There's so many fights there.
I was watching. This is gonna sound a bit stupid, but I was watching Billy Joe versus David Lemieux today. Yeah,
great.
And I was thinking, you know what? Billy, he's not Mayweather, but his style was like when he fought Lemieux, his style was like a Mayweather. I know Canelo's improved as a fighter since then, but I was thinking Billy would do that to Canelo. Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, Billy would do that to Canelo. Which I think
best performance of his career out in Canada against David Lemieux. I believe that was 2017.
17, yeah.
Yeah, in Canada. It was just before Christmas. It was a great.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I think Billy's the only guy that could probably. He's the only fight I want to see at 160, 160. We know Canelo's not going back to middleweight now. He's not going back to middleweight.
Money's right. You never know in boxing.
Nah, I think he's going to set... Money's right, but who can he fight, really? There's nothing to prove. He wants legacy now.
that third fight with Golovkin as well, that still has a
I
value.
saw, yeah, but I don't want to. To be fair, I don't want to even see that no more. Like, it'd be the same as the second fight.
You just want to sit there on a Saturday, on a Sunday morning, watching the highlights of yourself in the ring with Idris Virgo, right?
Oh, listen, that highlights will be about 10 seconds long because I wouldn't even throw a jab that straight right on his chin.
You know what? You never fail to amuse me. What else do you want to add?
Nah, this interview's been a bit different, hasn't it, than the normal one?
Well, we're not stood next to each other and I've not got a camera in your face, so it is a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, but my whole persona's changed a bit, man. Like,
Well,
I think...
If there's fighters out there that need to change in terms of personas and character,
Yeah.
go to another gym.
I'm a serious guy, like, literally, I want to fight. So, literally, anyone that I know that I can be, I'm not calling for them, but listen, I'm in the mix. Don't forget me, if you know what I mean.
Right. Well, Mini Mike, pleasure as always, mate. I think that's probably the most entertaining one we've ever done.
Innit? Don't worry, next one will be a funnier one. We'll do another one.
I'll tell you what,
yeah.
I will see if I can get Idris Virgo on here for an e-press conference, yeah? And if I do, you owe me big time.
Can we do like a face-off, me and him?
Yeah, you can do it via Zoom. Not allowed to do it
in
the streets or anything. It's COVID, distancing and whatnot.
We'll do a face-off. Get him on there. He'll probably say, oh, you got to pay me £200. Little Wasteman.
Anyway, before I take up more of your time, I'm going to let you carry on. It was good speaking to you. It's been a while.
And you, bro. And you. Stay safe. I'm glad you're okay. But, yeah.
Oh, man, it's good to finally speak to you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Just one more thing as well, yeah?
Go for it.
Anthony Joshua, sign me still, man. He needs to sign me still. Eddie Hearn, call me. Frank Warren, I know you're watching this. Call me. Bob Arum, call me. Anyone.
I'm going to have to get your number and ring you and do an impression of Bob Arum just to get you all excited and then tell you, no, it's only me.
Oh, God. Nah, but that's the saying. I'll fight anyone at the precise moment that I know that I can. Like, I just need to... I think for boxers at the moment, it's hard. Like, we're missing it so much, more physically, mentally as well. So it's hard for us at the moment, but we've just got to keep training, stay fit, and we'll get the call up anytime.
100%. Call up will come, man. You just got to be patient, Mike. Just be patient.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, anyway, thank you for your time. A pleasure as always.
Thank you, bro.
I don't speak to you from now till Christmas and New Year. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Nah, we'll do another interview in like 2 weeks. We'll wait till Wasteman sees this, then we'll do another interview.
We will do. Mike, thank you very much for your time, man.
Thanks, bro. Chat to you soon, yeah?
All right.
Love, bro. Safe.